Hello everyone, and thank you for checking out this story that I have to present for you. This is Mark, and I appreciate you stopping by. I'm here to talk to you about an experience I've had recently with Carfax that leads me to believe that Carfax is just about completely worthless as a means for determining whether your car has been in an accident, service records, and so forth. Basically the data, can you trust it? I have recently sold a car of mine, a car that I've talked about on this channel, my 2017 Corvette. When I bought this Corvette back in, October of 2023, so last year, I had the dealership print out a Carfax for it, of course. And here it is. It is as of October 15th of 2023. Says it right there. I don't know if you can see that. But at the top it says no accidents reported, no accidents or damage reported to Carfax. So when I bought this Corvette, she was a cream puff. Didn't have a scratch on her anywhere. Very little wear on this car. Perfect condition. And so I paid something of a premium for it because no damage, no stories, etc. So recently when I went into, I'm kind of over the Corvette thing now, and when I went into talk to a local dealership about buying my car from me, they pulled a Carfax, of course, a Carfax report. And I told him there's no accidents, no stories, and he says, oh, no, that is not true. You have a minor damage reported. And this is as of 11 of 24, so just last month. And they show me an accident on my Carfax as of June of 22. So that's a few months before this previous Carfax was printed out, which was 10/15 of 23. So between June of 22 and 10 or October of 23, there was an accident reported on Carfax. So now, instead of having a cream puff as I bought, with no accidents and no stories, now I'm faced with a vehicle with a Carfax of a minor damage accident. They won't describe the damage. They probably don't know what it is. Everything else checks out on this car, but it is no longer the perfect car that I bought, because I bought a car with no damage, and now I'm selling a car with damage. So I went to the dealership that sold me the car and said, you've got to make me whole. You've got to buy back my car as if there's no damage, because you sold it to me without damage, with no Carfax issues. So of course they said, well, that's the data that was reported to us, and we can't, rely on that, blah, blah, blah. They told me this song and dance, and it was very nice, and they're nice people in there. This is Premier Chevrolet of Buena Park in the Los Angeles area. And I have to give them credit. They didn't push back too much, because after telling me that they really couldn't do anything about this, I said, well, I'm not sure that's true, and I have a brother-in-law who's an attorney, and I'm sure he would have an opinion on this. Well, to their credit, to the dealership's credit, they did give me what I think is a fair price for trading in the car. I drove it for a year, put about 3,000 miles on it. Regarding the car, it's a fantastic car. I don't know what damage they're talking about that was fixed. Maybe it was a scratch, maybe, who knows? But I would caution anybody buying a car and being presented with a Carfax history report that you do not trust it. Assume that that Carfax report is invalid, fictitious, I don't know, full of errors, because here we have an example of two Carfax reports One shows no damage, the other shows an accident. Minor damage, but it's still damage. You know, when you buy a car, a special car like a Corvette, Corvette owners are not interested in cars with accidents. Or at least if they are interested in cars with accidents, they are going to take it out of the price. You know, that price is going to be reflected in that damage. So make sure that if you're buying it from a dealership, that you keep the Carfax reports. And if you're buying it from a private party and they show you a Carfax without damage on it, I would recommend that you get it in writing that they do not know about the accident, or that they don't know about any accidents, you know, because whoever sold this car to that dealership, they would have had to sign a document saying, yeah, I don't know about any accidents. And then you can go back to that person and hold them liable for the damages, for the difference in price from a car with no damage to a car with some minor damage. How much money is that? That's up to a court to decide. But you can sue for that difference, and I think you can probably win. So there's an interesting story about Carfax. From now on, I won't trust it. I won't rely on it as fact, because now I'm experiencing this. And fortunately, I was able to get out of the car without being financially damaged too much. I think I got a fair price. The people worked with me there at Premier Chevrolet. So I hope this has been interesting to you. If you've had an interesting experience like this, or an experience like this, you know, go ahead and shoot me a comment. I'm very interested in this subject. So since I've now had to live through this, so thank you for watching. I appreciate it. We'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.